Well, good afternoon. Uh, we got done today with one service. We was canceled out on one service today because of sickness, which that happens from time to time. We brought a message in Proverbs chapter 5, verse 1 and 2. It says, "My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge." I was fortunate today to have two men that was in the service that was ag teachers. The ag teacher that I had went with me to the service today to visit another ag teacher that was in the nursing home. And the ag teacher, for the ones that doesn't know, for the ones that are not familiar with the Future Farmers of America, which is called the FFA. I was a member of the FFA for 4 years in high school. Went on to get my American Farmer degree, which really doesn't mean a whole lot. The ag teachers would have sayings that they would say. I remember hearing my ag teacher say these words, "Here by the owl." And the vice president would ask, "Why by the owl?" And then the advisor would say, "The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I am asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based upon true knowledge ripened with wisdom." I used the bird of the owl. The owl is known for knowledge and wisdom, traits that come from God. You know, God is the one that used the word wisdom and knowledge from the Bible. I don't think the Future Farmers come up with the idea of wisdom and knowledge. But these traits come from God. Age brings great advice. My teachers did have wonderful advice. It's given only when needed. You know, you can't advise someone if they're not at the point of receiving your advice. It's used correctly in truth. An ag teacher is only going to tell you good advice, and he's only going to share with you the truth. And wisdom is perfect evidence. Now, the reason I'm sort of bouncing maybe around a little bit today is because I did the service primarily for the two men, the two teachers. The owl is known for vision. The owl's got great sight. It's quick. It's light. It's solitary. And you know, God sets his plan in the beginning. See, God was the one that come up with the word wisdom and knowledge. God sets his plan from the very beginning. He is knowledge and he is wisdom. See, man thinks that man can get wisdom and knowledge as far as the earthly wisdom and knowledge, but I wasn't talking about the earthly wisdom and knowledge today. I was talking about the spiritual wisdom and the spiritual knowledge. He speaks to the believer. And you know, God does speak to the believer. He's going to take care of the one who believes in him. And his advice, a lot like that my advisor would be in school 30 years ago or more, his advice is perfect. I'm not talking about the advisor. I'm talking about the Lord Jesus. His advice to you and I is perfect. The question that I wanted to leave you, does God speak to you? You know, I was happy to have both of them men in my service today. I hope that they received something, that they got something from it. You know, my point that I was trying to make is that God is wisdom and God is knowledge. And our wisdom and our righteousness is as filthy rags in his sight. I also gave the plan of salvation for the ones that was there, the ones that needed to know that Jesus is the way. I used the verse in John 14:6. I went through the Romans road to the plan of salvation. And I ended it, for whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved. You know, if you're out there today and you think that you got the wisdom like this owl has gotten, and see, the owl is the emblem of the FFA. But you know what? You can have all kinds of earthly wisdom. You can have all kinds of earthly knowledge. But none of that is going to help you on that day. You need the Lord. You need God. You need his Spirit. You need his power. You need his victory. You need him today. If you're trying to live your life today without the knowledge and the wisdom of God, then you're just spinning your wheels. God don't want you to do that. Thank y'all for watching.